Okay, alignment is key for an instructional designer. You have to spend some time on that and make sure that, that you get it right. If your objectives that you've written up front are measurable, they tell you exactly how to assess. Say you want somebody to identify a correct item. Use a multiple choice. You use an objective type of a question in your assessment. If you want them to explain something or describe something, you probably want to use an essay. If you want to demonstrate, if students have to demonstrate a process or a procedure or something, use a simulation. If they need to create something, have them do a final project and create something that would reflect their understanding of the content. Now, how do you test it? If you want to test something at, say, the knowledge level, you probably want to give them some discrete test items. You can use various formats. It can be multiple choice or essays, but you want some discrete questions. If you want to test some skills, have them actually perform the skill, or at least simulate it. If you want an attitude change, if that was one of your objectives, you need to measure it with questionnaires. Often it's a self-report that you have to do for this. Actually looking at the behavior of your students over time really reflects the deeper level of results that you might be looking for. But it's often not very feasible to do that kind of an assessment in a business setting. A lot of assessments work well in e-learning. You just have to adapt them a little bit. Computers are great at checking multiple choice questions, even some fill-ins, and giving automated feedback. If you do fill-ins, the computers are not so good at judging responses. You have to think of all the possible correct options, list them for the computer so it can auto-grade those things. Essays, they're really easy to ask, easy to write. They allow for a lot more in-depth assessment of student learning, but they often take longer for an instructor to grade. So they're probably not appropriate for a short training session in the corporate setting. Discussions can work really well if they're well designed. You have to have engaging questions, and if the participants are motivated. Okay, some concerns. Finding the right mix of assessment types is kind of difficult to do. You have to find the right level for a particular group of students as well. You have to go back to your analysis at the beginning to make sure you get it right. Ideally, you field test your instruction and your assessments. You gather feedback from students, and you improve your work. Now, test security can also be a concern for some courses. That's more often a concern in academic settings than in training situations. But proctoring exams or using some of the new identity verification software can help address security issues. Find the right tool to create and deliver your assessments. So spend some time in that kind of a search before you get going. You want to vary the types of assessment. Mix your objective and your subjective items. Mix writing with speaking. Have them do some oral assignments, not just written. If it's an informal thing, not required training, don't make your assessments too long or too difficult. If it's not required, people won't do it. Gather data on everything, on all of your assessments. Use it to improve the assessments and to improve the course. Now, in my opinion, if the assessments don't help you improve the learning for current or future students, they're really a waste of time.